South Korea is one of the four Asian tigers who underwent rapid industrialization during the 1960s to present. South Korea, officially called the Republic of Korea, is known for producing high-tech mobile phones and appliances. So our Morning Live producer, Kirat Lalla, went there as part of an LG press tour and is here in studio to tell us a little bit more about this tour and what it was like to be there. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Leah.
Yeah, welcome home. I mean, talk to us. How was it? I mean, is South Korea as high-tech as what we imagine it?
Mind blown, that's all I've got to say. Mind blown. It is quite high-tech, but they mix the traditional with the future. So they still have their traditional culture intertwined with all this technology. They've got access to internet everywhere. Like, Wi-Fi is amazing there.
Yeah, I can imagine. Fast and accessible no matter where you go. That's how they run it, right?
Exactly. I mean, you just switch your phone on and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, that's something I think that we can learn from them, and it's one of the things that I think we are lagging so far behind. I mean, did you feel when you were there that almost like this is, you know, this is the future, or this is what the future looks like?
Have you seen those futuristic Hollywood movies? It's something like that.
Yeah.
Almost like they're 30 years ahead of anywhere else in the world.
Gosh.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Everything is interconnected.
So, okay, so we talk about innovative products. What did you see? I mean, what did you encounter?
So we went part of an LG press tour, so it's mainly LG facilities, but what I could see from them is they have these little robots that are almost almost human-like, where they do things for you. They're called Chloe bots, Chloe. Yeah. So it's intertwined with all your appliances. They run things for you. There's one that actually mops up by itself, vacuum by itself.
Yeah.
The Chloe bot actually, if you touch it, it kind of has this feeling to it.
Yeah.
So it gives like eyes that are upset or smiley. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Is this something that you can have in your home? I mean, is that the idea?
Well, people do have it in their homes in South Korea. That's the thing. It's everything for them is high tech. Every aspect of their life is interconnected with technology. So those products are available for them in South Korea, not necessarily here back home, where we still focus more on fridges and microwaves and things like that.
Yeah, so this little robot will do everything for you. It'll vacuum, it'll clean, it'll, like you say, I mean, you tell it what to do and it does it for you.
There are fridges where it tells you what you need. It orders it for you. It's connected to the internet. There's one of those touchscreen fridges that it can decide for you what meal you can make with the ingredients in your fridge.
Oh, no ways. That is insane.
And it's for sale. That's the other thing. It's there. It's available.
Well, let's talk about the population. I mean, when we look at South Korea, what are we looking at?
It's roughly the size of South African population. It's about 55 million.
55 million.
Less than 2% unemployment rate.
Wow. I mean, and that's got to tell you something, because my question to you was, you know, with all these robots and everything digitized, surely that has an impact on employment and people getting jobs. But what you're saying, less than 2%?
Less than 2%. That's exactly it. But the thing there is people work very, very hard. They actually do sometimes 80-hour weeks.
Okay.
So the government there has now sort of implemented regulations to reduce that to a 40-day work week. But a 40-hour work week, rather. But the managers and stuff like it if you work extremely hard, and that gets you promoted in the companies.
Okay.
So there's basically 5 companies, of which LG, Samsung, Hyundai, they're called chaebol's.
Yeah.
They basically run the economy. There are 5 companies, and everyone wants to work for this company. So it's really competitive. Number one, for schooling, to get in there, interviews, and it's considered a great honor if you're part of those companies.
So let's talk about the people of South Korea, because I mean we tend to focus very much so on North Korea, and obviously there is South Korea, but the relations between the two are not very good. But talk about that. Did you feel? How did you feel while you were there, and sort of the vibe, particularly between these two countries that are divided?
So when I spoke to some of the people, I asked them, what do you think of North Korea? They consider them their family. You must remember some people have family that are still in North Korea. So you have an uncle maybe that's in South Korea, but his sister is in North Korea. So they get to sometimes maybe correspondence, but not that often. There's an upcoming summit, actually. The President Moon Jae-in of South Korea is going to meet Kim Jong-un of North Korea. So that's they're kind of happy with the easing of tensions, but they still consider themselves Koreans, one big Korean family.
So the people consider themselves Koreans, however, the leaders like to refer to the two different sides.
You must remember in apartheid South Africa where some males had to be conscripted to the army.
Yeah.
That sort of still happens in South Korea, where young men have to spend 2 years in the army because, obviously, with the tensions with North Korea.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. It must be so lovely. I mean, we talk about the people, the Asian tigers, South Korea, Singapore, Japan, and Taiwan. Mm-hmm. You have just already said, I mean, what hard workers they are. And they believe that it's an honor to die at their work table. I mean, is that the belief system?
At some point, yes. They work really hard. So the bars are open. Everything is open after 11. So you have people roaming the streets after 11, going to bars, and then only they go home to see their families. And it's considered an honor for you to work hard in those companies. It's a completely different mindset from what we used to hear back home.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, it's just like you say, flying from the past into the future. Did it really feel like that way? Do we feel a bit backward to you?
I think we are in between.
Okay,
we're in between.
Good. Don't make me feel
we're
that
not
bad.
Completely that backward in time, but when you fly there, it's definitely you have gone to the future, somewhere that futuristic mindsets want to go.
As we wrap this up, what was the one thing, if I have to ask you, just that jumped out at you? It was like, you're kidding me. That is incredible. Why don't we have that? Put the robot aside.
Okay. Well, for me, it was like you can order, your fridge can order things for you.
No, that I love.
That was like, my
That's
mind
the
was
best.
blown. I was like, what on earth was that?
Can your pantry order that as well?
Your pantry can order something for you.
I need that
You just have to sit back and relax and let your appliances do the work for you. It's amazing what they've come up with.
Well, I can't wait to sit down and talk a little bit more with you, and perhaps you can share some of your adventures and stories.
Well, I'll be doing some inserts that that will be coming up soon.
Excellent. Can't wait. Well, welcome back. Good to have you back here. South Korea, that was where Kirat Lalla was, just talking to us a little bit about what it was like, a couple of the inserts that you're going to be seeing over the next few weeks about this LG press tour, and I suppose Kirat introducing us to what the future will look like. Love it. All right, let's take a break. We'll see you after this. Stay tuned.